Don't let that place work you to death.
Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood and skin and bones. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. I was born one morning when the sun didn't shine. I picked up my shovel and I walked to the mine. I loaded 16 tons.
Greetings to you, my friends, and a very happy Labor Day weekend to you all. A purely American holiday where we celebrate the working man who has sold their soul to the company store. And for those of you that are still paying off that debt, I salute you. And welcome to another episode of Bayou Gold Guy. I am Bayou Gold Guy, and this is our 500 subscriber giveaway pay dirt kickoff on this video, part 1. Part 2 will be coming up, and you'll guess the weight actually on that one. So this is just to show you what we're working and having some fun. Biggest jug of pay dirt, the most gold I've ever done off the biggest order I've ever placed since I started doing this a year ago. So that's going to be pretty cool. And it ain't 16 tons, but it's a big heavy jug. So without further ado, let's get right into this monster of a pay dirt as we turn to the new gold epicenter of South Louisiana, where X marks the spot for our Coyote Creek jug. And yes, ma'am, sir, to all, it is it's formidable. We're gonna be breaking out all the stops and pans on this jug because we are gonna be having a bunch of material, looking for some fine material, some of the chunkier little pieces. I'm not really even sure what size stuff we're going to be looking for in this, other than if there's any bigger flakes in this Oregon Gold or not. I did the 1 gram bag, and it was beautiful chunky stuff. You can see we've got a pretty good amount of rocks and stuff in there. And before we continue, I have to give a shout out there. A thank you again to Mr. Doug Odette for sending me the very cool Trump gnome, Make Your Garden Great Again. I just got that in, and that's just awesome. So we had to have him out here on this video. Of course, we've got our Carson Prospecting Trump over there, supervising as always, making sure that thing is on the up and up, keeping a vigilant eye out. So yeah, we are going to actually break out the big steamer basket for this one. And I'm not sure exactly how much altogether. I'm not just sure how I want to even do all this, because there is so much to go through. Look at that. And again, this is Mike. Oh, I saw a piece of gold flash by right there. Mike made this up specially in the jug bucket, the jug pay dirt, because there is such a good amount of naturally occurring gold in this pay dirt that really makes it a rich pay dirt to go through. And so yeah, it's actually one that it actually benefits. One of the times that pay dirt, it actually benefits to have more material in it. You know, a lot of times it's just filler dirt people put in, and all the gold is added. But of course, he added the amount of gold that we're buying on this, but a good chance of collecting some extras in there, and you can see a lot of organics. But yeah, just the fact that we're not seeing any gold really popping up suggests that is, of course, it's most of it's settled in the bottom of this giant jug. So all these organic, look at that stuff. And there's going to be some very cool rocks in here, maybe some petrified wood, because they did have a big petrified tree that was part of all this. Actually, the first bag I got, Mike put in a piece of petrified wood for me, just specifically make sure, because I commented on the video how cool that was whenever he, I'll leave a link to the video for this Coyote Creek dirt. Very cool. Even the place up there, there's a hotel that you can stay at there, and Prospect, and I mean, it looks like a luxury hotel. Very nice out there, pretty isolated, and very few amenities. You pretty much have to bring in most of your stuff, but I mean, like I said, it's like being in a luxury cabin in the wilderness. And the prices were very, very reasonable. I know it was like less than $150 a night, I think it was. Like I said, it's been a while since I looked at it. I have to go back and check, but yeah, just an outstanding deal for where you were and for the beautiful place that you were. So that looks like that. We'll rinse it out because there is some dust still stuck a little bit on the edge. And then, of course, there's thank you, Bayou Gold guy, all the best, Mike. And there he is. He does the warning on his bags and bottles, saying that it could, to make sure you check for. I've never found any foreign material in here, or any kind of glass or metal or anything. And but it's good that they had the warning on that. That's pretty much a good thing to remember anytime you're doing any pay dirt, because it does, especially unsearched stuff. So wow, that is one pan full of kitchen strainer size material there. And I'm not even going to worry about doing kitchen steamer basket material. And see, you can see right there, it doesn't look like there'd be a whole lot to go through the kitchen strainer size anyway. Now this one we could, I'm actually looking at it backwards. This is the one that we would break down. So that's where I'm questioning this, because we are looking for some fine gold in this. So I don't know, we might break some of it down. Let's just grab out a scoop and see what we look like. Boy, it's breezy out here. You can see it carrying off that dust as I'm doing this, just flowing. It's actually already covering the lens of my camera here. I don't know why it's like it's blowing straight out from the wind here away from me, and I've got a wall. There's no reason for the wind to be coming from the wall here. It's pretty calm day. So why I'm getting that drift with this, I do not know. And why I'm throwing rocks there, I don't know. But so yeah, there's our plus kitchen strainer size stuff. And then that's going to be our money stuff right there. So, all right, I'll be back. I guess I'm going to go ahead and break this up, and then I'll decide if I want to mix it back up or how I'm going to do it. Well, all right, we've got it all broken up here, and I didn't show the weight on this. I'd already weighed it, and it came out to 9 pounds, 9.4 ounces. So let's just see what each of our batches weighs. So our plus kitchen strainer size, we've got 1 pound, 14 ounces, just short of 2 pounds on that. On our big, all of our less than kitchen strainer size, 3 pounds, 8 ounces. So that puts us over 5 pounds on that. And then our big rocks, which these things are heavy, are going to carry a lot of weight, and I don't expect there to really be any gold in this. 3 pounds 1 ounce on that. So yeah, we've got a pretty good amount of weight to go through on this stuff. These are going to be fun to go through just to check out, especially the kinds of rocks and some cool stuff in that we're going to find in that. Who knows? We might find a chunk. You never know the gold nugget sales. I said that before when I was doing the my first high grader, and it's like, we don't need to worry about the big stuff from the kitchen, the plus the steamer basket size. And I'll be damned if I didn't find my biggest nugget ever to that point. My little dog in the in the high graders. So there we go. I'm going to, we're going to start and work our way down from the big stuff. I'm going to probably go ahead and put this back in the jug just so that it doesn't get knocked over or blown around or blown away or anything. So we're going to get that, set up some water, and jump into this stuff. And actually, if I was so inclined, I could go through with my even smaller strainer size here. That's the next size down from the kitchen strainer. And get that fine stuff, but I'm gonna hold off on that until we get into it, and I'll see how we roll. But I was just gonna show you guys. This is what these flexible cutting boards are great. Sometimes I just dump it in right in through it like a funnel, or you dump some on top, and then you funnel it in that way. But either way, it makes it real easy when you're transferring, like whenever I'm pulling out all my jugs of pay dirt and going through them, or my my tailings here when I'm making up bags of pay dirt or certain ones. And so yeah, you can see that works great. It's stiff. It's you rinse it off, and a great little thing to have when you're doing this. Like I said, you can get them at the dollar store. I think it's like 2 of them for $3 or $2, and they're I've got one in the house that I use whenever I'm doing stuff in there, and one out here when we're doing this. So, but there we go. So again, we'll be back. So we are ready. Let us embark down our journey of Coyote Creek. Let's see how dirty is this going to get, because we've got our pour off pan, and I got a big bucket to pour the pan off too. So, because I know I'm going to have a lot of silty water to go through. This stuff was filthy and loaded with organics once again. Already having some very cool rocks showing up in there. What is that? Oh, that's I thought that was, no, it is. Oh, that's pieces of wood that are, I guess that's wood that's, or dirt, chunks of, kind of crumbled away, but that's an unusual texture. But yeah, some very cool rocks showing up. First thing, I gotta remember to quit talking whenever I'm doing this. I still fuck up and cut myself off. But check that out. That is, there's some shale. This is a lot of crushed shale. But it looks like some granite in there. And then pieces like that, again, that's just whenever I see how that crumbles. No, you can't. That was a rock, and see how that just crumbled in my hands. So yeah, really got to I guess really need to go through and make sure this stuff is crunched up. There's actually quite a bit of small sediment in here for it to have been big rocks. Pull off one more. But yeah, I'm going to keep all my, I guess I better work them like the hard rock stuff was. crunching rock by hand. But yeah, I'm going to keep my, and then each time I go through this, I will keep my tailings separate, so when I can go back through it, I don't have to worry about reclassifying. Look how muddy that still is, even after four rinses. that shale is so cool. Really, really neat stuff showing up in there like that. And there's another one of those. See how it just breaks apart and crumbles to dust. It's not dust though, it's very rocky and granular with all those little white. I almost ought to go get the loop and check that out and see what it is. And see how many of those are in here to crunch up that look like that. That looks like about it for this pan at least. But yeah, that just crumbled to that black and white one. That's a cool. That looks kind of like the one that I remember John R. Prospecting had a very cool black and white rock in his. Anything cool like that, we're gonna throw off to this side right away. And like that chunk there, I mean that's just a cool piece. But yeah, that's crazy the way that stuff just, I mean, you got to crunch it pretty hard too, but it does disintegrate down. So, all right, well, very interesting. A lot of material to go through to watch for stuff like that on it too. So thank you all, now that we're into this, for joining me on the big show tonight. Especially thank you to everyone in chat. That's always fun. We're gonna do a little impromptu guess the number giveaway for this one, just because we got to kick something. You can't just be talking about prizes and not give one on this one. So the guess the weight's gonna be put up, and then like I said, it's gonna run for, look at that, that's cool. That's just a cool looking band through that. But like I said, 10 days to 2 weeks, something like that. And but yeah, we'll come up with something here whenever I say guessing. I'm not even sure what it's going to be yet. I just decided when I started doing this, well, fuck, I probably should do something for this video since it's kicking off for the 500. And I'm not sure if we'll be at 500. I know we'll be there before the giveaway is over. If we're not quite by, I think we're at like 482 tonight. So, but it could have jumped or been pulled off by the time we're doing this on the Friday night. But yeah, I really appreciate y'all that make a point of coming on and being here, watching it live. And I have to say, it's pretty cool. I was looking at analytics, and actually was looking at some other channels, and for this to be just not a live stream, just a video with the live chat, I mean, we have people in the room, we have numbers that rival big channels. I mean, many hundreds more subscribers than I have doing live streams, and that's just for you guys coming here to chat while you watch it. So I'm like I said, I'm just so humbled that you know, y'all enjoy watching and chatting on these on the Friday night show, as well as everybody that watches, of course, after the fact. But yeah, I was like that right there. That's got to be that's a piece of wood, old, broken down. I bet it's gonna. Yeah, see, it wants to break up a little bit. It's not petrified, but it is very light and behaves a little different than your normal piece of you know, just dried wood. And it doesn't float. You see, it sinks like a rock. So we'll throw that to the side and see how it dries, because it is very, very light and airy. I mean, the very, very light and airy to just sink like a rock. I mean, that has no weight to it at all. It's almost like a piece of when you have a piece of lava rock, you know. But that's weird. And then there's a very cool, looks like a cool piece of granite there. There's one of those white, black with the white looks to it. Very cool. I there's some really, I enjoy finding cool rocks in the pay dirts too. Ones like that, is that one you'd break open because it's got red on it too? I know I see them. I watch John Diamond, he never has a rock he doesn't break. And so I think maybe I should be breaking more rocks. If y'all haven't seen his channel, you need to check it out. It's John, J-H-O-N Diamond, and he's I don't know where he walks through, where he finds it, goes through these cool. There's another cool black and white, but just fields of different kinds of rocks and agates and just anything you could think of. And he walks along in fossils and very cool stuff. Just breaking rocks with his hammer, checking out and discovering stuff. But I can't remember if he's Indonesia or Thailand. I have to I forget. Like I said, I get lost on too many channels, but yeah, that's some pretty definitely some very cool rocks that came out of this dirt. That's an unusual one. But yeah, they look very different from from when they're covered with the dirt. So yeah, we're just that last video pushed us over actually 6,100 hours of viewing time for the last 12-month period. So that's already a couple of thousand over what you need for monetization, which I'm not interested in, but that's the kind of the goal to set. But yeah, and then we just surpassed 58,000 video views on the channel, which again I'm just stunned and so grateful that y'all. I need to quit saying I notice that all the time. It's very annoying. But really means a lot, and I'm still not really acclimated to. Oh damn! It's all just rock anyway. We're not losing anything, but add more water. I mean, just like the generosity of so many viewers, getting stuff all the time from not just PAYDIRTs, but like our gnome and Mr. Ed Kelly sending all of our cool Trump coins and Brandon labels and all that. Just on and on. We got a special. There is going to be a special prize. Like I said, I'll be showing you all that. That's going to go with the first prize off of the Guess the Weight, which is going to be, like I said, it's going to be some Coyote Bayou PAYDIRT is what I'm calling it. And I'm still drafting the first labels up, I'm trying to do a night theme on it, and it's hard to do where it makes it with it, where it all doesn't just run together. I haven't been doing that, so I really need more time to work on making it look right, that I just don't have. But yeah, it's going to be, the first prize is going to be a bottle of this PAYDIRT, of Coyote Creek dirt here, and a gram of this Oregon Grants Pass Oregon Gold. That is very unique and beautiful stuff that I really did not plan on parting with any of, but y'all will see we've got a good amount coming out of this one, and don't want to get greedy about or Midasy about it. This gold I prize. I mean, yeah, there is some. I'm not giving away the $125 gram stuff very readily, but it's But yeah, so then there's gonna be two other prizes that will be two other PAYDIRT bottles that will be the dirt, but it will be my gold, from other sources. Again, we haven't seen a spec in this stuff yet, and And I just spoke with Doug Odette, who again, thank you, who sent us our Trump gnome there, and the very cool "Let's Go Brandon" bumper sticker, and has been a good friend of the channel. Has started his own channel, and is getting a lot of views, is growing. So definitely put a link to that and go over there and subscribe and check out Doug's. I put a link in one of the other videos where he had done my enchilada recipe, he and Sandy, and looked pretty damn good. And Mr. Minix, I saw Mr. Minix did a video on his version of it with the flour tortillas, and filled them up a lot more than mine are. But the flour tortillas looked good. I've never done it with flour, but I was betting that I could probably use that and not have to dip it in the grease to soften up like you do the corn tortillas. Look at that, I picked that up and that just crumbled to dust in my hand touching it. That's just crazy the way some of this material is. I wonder if that's would that be something that would trap gold in it like that, or is that just a crumbly? Well, we've been crunching it up and haven't found any gold yet, so I'm guessing no, probably not, or not in any quantity. But yeah, so I'd spoken to him, and he offered to put up a bag of his pay dirt for a prize as well. So thank you so much. It's the first time I did. I had LXR when we had done some, and I got some of his stuff, and he got some of mine, and he threw in an extra bag when he had sent me mine, and that's the one we gave away on one of the chats, one of the giveaways. But this is the first time I've had someone just want to send me pay dirt or oh, what the hell was that? Oh, that was a light. the stick-on just finally gave away on the little plastic LED light out here stuck on the wall. But yeah, at any rate, Mr. Doug Odette is I'll be posting that whenever we do showing the prizes that'll come up for what he's donating. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Again, it dumbfounds me that there's people that actually enjoy watching the dumbass out in the backyard in Louisiana, we're the one state that has absolutely no gold in it, heading for gold. But fortunately, we have some very cool companies and very cool YouTube channels that have pay dirts that never. I don't have to have gold here to go dig up out of the swamp. I get it out of the mailbox. Mailbox prospecting all day. So I really didn't plan on showing all of this, but like I said, it was just too cool of a stuff to not go through and show. I thought, like I said, we might end up with a hunk of something there in the end. I saw that when it was popping up, it had a look to it, and like, oh, is that a no, it's not. Like I said, I have no idea what the full size range of this stuff is. You know, for this this jug that I'd gotten is like I said, he made it up for me specifically for the weight. I just had him combine the his regular Oregon, Coyote bags to make this one up. So this jug cost me $580 is what I paid for it. I'm not going to tell you how much it was in there, and you'll get some more clues before we look at all this organic stuff just floating here everywhere in this. But yeah, so let's see. I got a big pour off bucket for this kind of stuff here. Get that out of the way. Move that bucket. Yeah, I actually had to organize for this one. Same thing with my intro there. I'm at the time of doing this, I'm not sure if it'll be another copyright strike for Tennessee Ernie there or not. That's off of South Park episode where he's working for Amazon for that. But yeah, that's what YouTube says. You're supposed to. vidIQ says you should make your thumbnails up in advance before you do your video. And I just never can do that because most of my thumbnails come from after the video, what it is. But it's like, that way you have your thumbnails and your plan and all this, for, I guess it may, I don't know, I'm not sure how that would work, but every time I do my videos, I always have, if I have music on it, it's put there after I've done the video. When I'm editing it, the last thing I'm doing is putting the intro on to tap in. So that's why usually whenever I'm open up these, it's not like I'm commenting on the song or whatever I might have been playing when it opened or anything, because when I do it, I don't know what I'm going to be doing whenever it starts. This is the first one that I've actually done an intro before I, Labor Day, 16 tons working. That seemed like it was fitting. Yeah, I was trying to figure out a way to get around the copyright strike. I was trying to pick it out on my keyboard with like a reed sound on it or something on the guitar, but still, I just can't match the Tennessee Ernia. I sold my soul to the company store. Yeah, no, sorry. So enough of that foolishness. Let's dump out some of our kitchen strainer plus kitchen strainer size stuff here. Dig into this and see. Man, it is just so organic. Well, like I said, this is really a unique spot, and this the guy that supplies this to him. This is still stuff that's coming out of that he had loaded up in the bed of his pickup on that video that it's gonna be linked here for you to check out. But it was overloaded. It was loaded down, but I was really surprised he still had enough to be making up these jugs like this. So I know John R. Prospecting's got him a jug, and Jammin' Jeff got him a jug. He didn't necessarily get extra gold in his. He just wanted the jug for the material to go through because, the man's a maniac when it comes to going through that material, and probably added a pound of black sand to the jug to give it a little more challenge. So I did do a magnet test on this stuff. We'll look at the small stuff when it's sticking to the metal pan here more than anything, but you can see there's nothing, very few magnetics that are clinging off of that. So, and I'm thinking that the smaller stuff's probably going to be about the same. But yeah, look at that gray. I really enjoyed this material. This was one of the most fun dirts though that I've gone through. Just for not necessarily for being particularly challenging as far as difficulty, but just fun to pan through, and then working that, getting that fine gold out of it at the end, and then all just the beautiful Oregon gold that we were getting out throughout it. Look at that showing up already. Holy cow, that's already looking bigger than than I think I had on my other bag. So yeah, I guess it is a little bigger, some bigger gold in here. Very cool. I'm getting excited now. I was already excited, but now I'm even more excited. Yes, indeed. But like I said, this is the most gold I've ever done at one time, and it was the most I'd spent. Because I got this order and the leaf gold combined. So what it was, the whole order came out to $1,004.90, and that was with shipping and for both the 6 grams of the leaf, big leaf, and then this bucket or bottle. And as y'all saw in that very cool video that, again, I was so honored to be included in there, Mike did my pay dirt, showed my pay dirt along with Bill and Ted. I mean, Bill and Ted. Bill's Trash and Treasure, and Miller and Carson. But whenever I ordered this, that's when he told me back in July that he was wanting to do this, and I was like, well, man, yeah, I've been actually wanting to send you something just for a thank you for, you know, all the great stuff that you put out for us and I've gotten from you. And he's like, no, I don't want you. I want to pay for it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do something else with, you know, like he said on there, he's got other plans going. I'm not going to say anything, but yeah, it was kind of hard not to share that when I was doing that first bag and talking about prices on it. But he went ahead and took $40 off the order for the bottle of pay dirt, which I mean, I didn't want him to do that, but he did. And so I got my whole order overall down to $964.90. And that included the $40 off the price plus the $15 shipping for this big jug and the other bag that came with it. So, you know, cheaper than I could get a 3-gram bag shipped from Gold Bay. When I added more gold, I was going to get a 3-gram order, added 3 grams. It went up to $21 for shipping a 3-pound bag of gold from Gold Bay, just because I added more gold value instead of weight. It was just it's I don't know what's going on with Gold Bay, but same thing I looked on is the cost of adding a gram of gold. It came out, it was like $63 a gram is what it came to, you know, buying for or $65 or whatever it was for, you know, the 1-gram bag, or you can add gold, and it was like an extra $3 a gram more for adding more gold when it's usually the opposite. So again, I don't know what's going on with it, but I do, don't talk. I do know what's going on here, and we are getting some outrageous Oregon gold first thing, and man, that is some beauty. That is some beauty stuff right there, I have to say. I am thrilled with that. And those are some, look at that. Wow. I gotta zoom out and zoom back in to see it. But like I said, this stuff has almost the has that 22 karat gold quality to it. On a lot of the pieces, just beautiful, nice. So, all right, well, great start for. There we go. Great start for that, and I actually still have the, unbelievably, I still have the tip of this stupid bottle, which I can't believe. Like I said, the first snuffer bottle I had, the first time I used it, I never saw the tip again. I looked around the gold station. I don't know where it ended up getting buried or hidden to, but no, it was never to be found. So, but yeah, buddy, and I'm gonna go out there and pass this around in the sun, but I can still see pretty clearly right now. I got my eyes on my 275 eyes. The 325s give me a headache unless I'm just looking at something really close, specific, and then putting down. So, all right, well. A very excellent start for that, and we'll go through a little more, and I'll be back. All right, that is just awesome. Some little finer line pieces there. Yeah, man, I just love this gold. Suck it up with some clean water. Man, that's for the first 2 pans. That is some a nice little batch of gold already in the vial, in the snuffer bottle. And yeah, my rinse off pan is filling up there, so we're going to transfer that all to the bucket. And like I said, just to show you guys, this is whenever I dump this stuff out, because once you run it through it basically overflows all this organic stuff out of off the top. It just washes it away. And look at all that. That's just silt, though. And like I said, I've gone through these numerous times, checking just the, backwashing this fine silt that catches and washes over with that's carried in the water. But yeah, see that? All that now I'll keep out separate, and whenever I'll probably keep the bigger stuff here out. I'll because it's too big to fit in my PAYDIRT bottles anyway. I'll go through and pick out some of the cooler rocks and things like that will fit, that are neat, but or take a hammer to it like I do a lot of stuff. But yeah, but then all this organic stuff will go back in, so you will get the same Coyote Creek experience that you're seeing here from this. So, but yeah, that's why. Otherwise, like I said, whenever you're flushing it out, because a lot of times I'll rinse my stuff out if I've been using a lot of jet dry, which again, there you go, ding ding ding. Always, there's no jet dry in any of this water yet, and fortunately we haven't been doing anything big enough to need jet dry or small enough to need jet dry, but yeah, you don't want to forget that. But yeah, just that, I mean, just that little bit though gives it that kind of that smell, a little bit of that soapiness smell, even though it is subtle. Usually a lot of times I just leave this stuff sitting out here, and the rains have been coming so much that it flushes out. It fills the pan up and then washes over the top and kind of self flushes it, rinses it. Otherwise, like I said, I just run it through a couple of times with my rainwater, because the water here is so, they've especially in summertime, they pump so much chlorine in our drinking water, which I don't drink. I haven't drank water out of a faucet in 30 years from back in, or more, from back in Dallas. I didn't drink the municipal water. Always had filtered water. Before there were bottles and everybody was buying millions of plastic bottles to add to the overall waste of the world. But yeah, it's I'll be running the water in the sink, and it will smell like I have poured a bottle of chlorine bleach into my sink. Is how strong and potent the smell of chlorine is coming through on that stuff. And yeah, it actually carries over into the, damn it, I hear my phone ringing. Hold on, it's probably a damn sales call. All right, where were we? That was that was a work call. On there for a while. I had to remember where I was in this. I'm still pouring off material, I guess, because it looks pretty dirty. So, all right, we're gonna get through this one, and we'll be back. And my boy used to sit behind me, looking on the over my shoulder. Now he sits inside, looking out, and he's happy to be there. So, all right, well, actually, I went and dumped this water out because I put too much jet dry in there, and I was just smelling way too much soap to contaminate all this fine material that I had left. So we're gonna refresh the water and continue on. Oh man, this is a good one. This is a very good one. Look at that showing up, all that showing up there. Holy cow. And we still have a good amount of that material left to go through. Man, that is just gorgeous gold. Yeah, whoever wins first prize on this weight, guess the weight, is gonna really be liking this stuff. That is awesome. That is just beautiful. Let's see if we can get a good shot of it out here in the sun, if it doesn't overpower the camera. But yeah, just check that out, man. That is super golden. Like I said, it definitely has that buttery. John and I have talked about that a number of times. It has that buttery 22 karat look to it, like his high grader stuff tends to have. Just awesome. So let's get this, and it all slides right into the right up the snuffer bottle. Well, I say that and I hit pieces that don't go up. Like that one, kind of. If you don't get them the right angle. But if you finagle them a little bit, they cooperate. Awesome, man. That was an awesome pan of stuff. And again, I am not seeing any tiny or fine stuff that's washing off, clinging to these rocks. So we're looking good there. All right. All right, we're about to get into this one, but as you know, when you hear the bell, it's time to start guessing those numbers. And there you have it. There you have it. Pick a number, any number, between 1 and 100. As long as it's the same number I picked, you're good. Again, I'm not sure what the prize is even going to be yet. Maybe it may be a Trump prize. Maybe I don't know. I haven't decided yet. This is a throw-in. Maybe a vial of gator eyes with some gold in it there. But we got to do something for the first night. I'm not even sure how I'm going to do this. As far as, do I do a second intro for part 2? Replay intro 1 for part 2? Decisions. Technical difficulties. I need some production. I needed a production assistant. But yeah, this is the last of our plus kitchen strainer size material. And I was seeing chunks of gold, and I was dumping it out in the pan. So I think this one should be pretty well loaded too. But yeah, I'll be showing you the prize, whatever I come up with here before the video. This part 1 is over. Yeah, buddy. That's that's looking like a pretty good batch of gold there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. If you were in the creek, you would have found the mother lode when you were getting pans like that. Looks like Pioneer Paul's stuff up there in Skookum. I just watched this video up there for the miners' picnic with Lisa and Blake from Miners Depot. Very cool. She did a post on Facebook for her little boy. Raised him a sheep and had to have it for 4F or 4H, 4F. I forget now what but one of those, raise it for show, and then they buy it for weight, and he had to. It was a bit of a teary part, goodbye for him, for his little his sheep that he had raised. But as he said, we're a family of meat eaters, and they know where meat comes from. And very, very mature little boy. Very, very, very well raised, I would say, because he handled I think he's like 8 years old. He's young. Handled it like a champ, though. And then their little girl is still dealing with her medical issues, and they're trying to figure out how to help her. It's just dragging on. Very, very sad dealing with that. Hopefully she's doing well. But yeah, this time last year, I was sitting in the dark with no power, no water, no gas, no internet, no phone. I didn't have my cord run over from the generator behind me yet, and it was like I said, that was the couple of days after Hurricane Ida. John R. Prospecting and I were doing the Miners Depot network, and I got interrupted on that for 3 full weeks before I could get a video out. Trying to do it on mobile data because we still didn't have Wi-Fi up. Had mobile data, but because it just wiped out the towers. Just crazy. So much happier this year on the anniversary rather than I was a year ago. I have to say, very devastating. So let's dump this out and see what we look like for our first round. And man, that is some big gold. It looks small, but it is big. It is large for Oregon gold. That is awesome. That is just the start too. So like I said, as you see, we've got a very beefed up jug of this stuff. And that, like I said, it's just beautiful, beautiful gold. I'm awed. Awesome stuff. Awesome, awed. There you go. So we will go ahead and suck it up in our backup bottle here and stick it away. So I know there's some of you guys have already been doing the math on, okay, well, if we paid $580 and he got it on whatever is it, like July 14th or okay, gold was this price. He's got this much. How much is that? What's that? Like I said, I'm gonna help you guys out a bit before when we start guessing the weight on part 2, so you're not just shooting blind in the dark. Like I said, we want it to be challenging. You don't want it to be impossible. I know there's a couple of those guess the weights you guys got within 0.001 and 0.002 or 0.3 of the exact weight. So I know we got some people with some good eyes out there, so I'm going to empty this out, go back through my tailings and double check this size stuff. I'm not going to worry about going through the big stuff again. And there is a rare shot of one of my little hurricane rescues. He is a very feral tomcat. He does not, he's only just now comfortable being out here when I'm out here, but he's got the torn up cheek. I've seen him where he's had his hide ripped. He's always got scars on him. He stays under the house a lot, but yeah, he's a beat up fella. So I always try to make sure he's got something out here to eat, and you can see the wound on his neck there even. So yeah, I've got a couple like him that come through that I keep food out for, that I just he has a hard life, poor little guy. Well, I went back through all of my tailings and I had nothing left behind. So, ready to move on to the small stuff. But first, we need to call our winners. So, without further ado, the 500 sub giveaway live chat winner for tonight. Are we zoomed in there enough? Right? Winner for tonight is number 83. Yeah. And your prize will be, I just whipped this up, and by whip it up, I mean it took me a long time to do this. But even there, you can see that little. There's 3 pieces of gold in there, 0.352. One of them's trying to hide behind the peridot there, and then a nice. Again, this is the leaf gold, and yeah, you can see it's got the neon blue apatite peridot, fine peridot, the black rainbow opal crushed, the regular polished opal, and then the crystallized silver with the gator eyes. Piece of where is it? There's a piece of dark, there it is, that amethyst that really blends in there. So We'll take a look at it in the sun, but see if it looks any better. But yeah, congratulations to the winner for that. I hope you like it. And it will, of course, I put these in the spice bottles with a label on them, so it will be you'll get a Coyote Bayou label, since that is our theme for the weekend here for the holidays. So congratulations to number 83 on the giveaway. Yes, that is episode 83 tonight. So some of you savvy chat watchers that know how I think sometimes on these numbers, if you threw that one out quick, congratulations being on top. Well, here's a shot of it in the sun. 3.52 grams of gold from those 3 pieces of leaf gold. And you can see the polished opal, that crushed rainbow, black rainbow opal that's in there, the dust, some peridot, fine peridot, piece of amethyst, then of course the crystallized silver, and like I said, that awesome leaf gold. So it makes a pretty good little display vial, I think. And the problem is getting those little pieces wedged in there where they'll stay and not disappear behind the other, or sink into the other pieces of. These are a little bit bigger garnets than I had the first time, so I have to I use my toothpick and work them down in there along the sides and get it wedged in. So it's not a quick little thing to throw together, I'll tell you that. But yeah, that neon blue apatite really is nice. It was almost had the rainbow black, rainbow opal was sticking to it. So all right, well, there you go. We are going to we're running long on our time here, I think, or not long, but we're about the normal time for our regular video. So we're going to dump out a little bit of this to just take a look at it. And we'll be picking this up on part 2. Like I said, I still haven't decided if we want to do this on. Oh, don't forget here, a little drop of jet dry in there. If we, if I want to do it on the Sunday, or do it on Monday for Labor Day, and I'm inclined to think Labor Day. I know there's other. I'd have to figure out the time so it doesn't overlap on another. I think Backyard's still doing his at Mondays, right? So I guess it'd have to be before 7. So it might be an early day, like 5 or 6 o'clock. Don't hit the thing. Video on it to start off, get the look and be able to start guessing the weight. And I will insert here a picture of Doug Odette's prize. He sent me a shot of. It's going to be a bag of his PAYDIRT, golden gems. Very cool. Again, thank you so much, Doug. And this is where, probably not, now that I've dumped it back in the bottle, the jug, I'm thinking that it will probably, the small gold will settle back down to the bottom a lot more. We just dumped some off the top there, and you can see we have some gold showing up. Some small gold. Yeah, this is where it's going to get fun. If we are getting gold like that or better out of every pan. And like I said, we're going to be looking for that really fine, tiny gold that's naturally occurring in this stuff as well. So a nice little, my neighbors are starting to do a little yard work or something there, it sounds like. So a good time to wrap this up anyway. So there we have a nice bit of fine gold to start us off. All right, hold up. I found it very unsatisfying to finish the video that way. Yeah. We got to have a little conclusion with this, so we went ahead and, that's right, dried our beautiful pan of recovered gold that we have. Yeah, I put some light on it there. Just check that out, man. Is that not awesome? I mean, it is an episode of gold, so we got to show we gotta see it. And this is far from the weight we're looking for. So we're gonna see how much we got out of our first set, just to get. I mean, like I said, we gotta have a little closure on this. Let's see, what do we have on this round for this? 3, 4. All right, 5. That's a pretty good start. 5.28 grams of gold of our rare Oregon beautiful gold. Yeah, brother. That is nice. I feel a little better now. And like I said, y'all are that's far from where that's far from our final total. How awesome is that? I would say that is an awesome start to this bottle, this jug. Just check out how beautiful that gold is. I mean, good Lord, that is. How does it look with the light off? Look at it. It even looks, like I said, it changes the whole contour and look of it when you I'm moving the container, not the camera, and but yeah, man, that's awesome stuff. Beautiful gold. And this is gonna be a tough weight to guess on this stuff. So yeah, 5.227 on that. Get our jug out of the way. And like I said, there is going to be a special prize on the first prize handed out. And that prize is going to be, that's right, I'm giving away one of my rare prized MRMINIX dimes. And you can see where he went in and put gold in the American Prospector coin. This is a 1 gram silver, pure 999 silver, but MRMINIX actually added the gold into the pan. And there you have it, 1 gram, 999 plus fine silver, rising sun. So yes, that will be included in the first prize with the first prize bottle. So that's going to be awesome. And like I said, I do not part with these lightly, because I look at these as a gift that he sent me. And it may not be. I've got a couple of people that I'm sending them to, and that doesn't leave me but a couple. And I'm inclined to hang on to those, because they are pieces of art, and they came from. Like I said, he's been a viewer from the very start, and a great supporter of the channel. So yeah, along with our a vial of Gator Eyes that you won for the chat, you'll also be getting a Let's Go Brandon sticker, courtesy of Mr. Ed Kelly, who sent us our great. I'll even put a Bayou Gold Guy signature on there if you'd like. And something else for Labor Day, I thought that'd be good to throw in a United States Space Force coin, Department of the Air Force, and that beautiful back on it as well. So yeah, so that'll be the whoever won the live chat tonight. Congratulations on getting that. And like I said, on the Guess the Weight, you're gonna have some pretty cool prizes to go for on that too. So, and like I said, I'll even cut in the picture of Doug Odette'S prize. So yeah, MRMINIX actually, he donated this he sent it to me to say I could, to give some away if I wanted. So like I said, I'm going to, but so yeah, he's actually contributed to the channel for this is the 500 as well. So thank you to both of you guys very much. And now I feel a little bit better about closing out this one, because I mean next is going to be episode 84. So it's like I need to treat it like a real full episode here. Excuse me. So I'm going to go clean up my mess outside and get it ready for tomorrow. And that's right. we will carry on then. So thank you all again so much, and until the next time, peace out, my friends.
You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store.